Hey guys, I'm now a full-time LARPer, which means that this video is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wrap my thumb around it, goddamn. And we're going to make it look from this to this. And we're going to use a lot of 3D printed parts that we're going to print with Jinos 3D printer filament. If you guys have any questions, ask below. Links to filament will be down below as well. This is going to be the first installment of Pimp My Gun, and we're going to do the simple stuff first, so let's get straight into it. Let's start off with this magwell adapter, which is going to give us +1 ergo, and already it's looking pretty nice. So here's the old mag release, and we're going to be switching it with this, and immediately we could just see that our ergonomics here have changed immediately, because we have a larger button to press. Sadly, I lost the charging handle for this, but luckily we have this that I printed in the last video, and we're finally ready to put it in the gun. I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. Just crack open the top, slide it in as it would go, align it to actually go with your, what's it called, the handle, flappy handle on the side, and you're ready to go. So here's our progress so far. Already we could see a lot of change to this gun, but we still have a lot more to go, and we're going to get to that now. Right about now is when you start feeling your pistol grip not being that ergonomic. Well, we're going to switch it out with this. So here it is. The pistol grip is on, and it's actually more ergonomic for me than the old one because there's no thumb slot here, so I have nothing to bump into. And right at the end here, you guys could actually see that there's a cool little, not a whole thumb, but kind of like a pinky stopper. So if it were to slip without you wanting to, you have something extra to hold on to. A lot of you, especially the ones with a brain, have noticed that there is no trigger in the gun. And there isn't going to be in this video just because I want to be free with doing this and not have internet warriors saying, hey, you know, blah blah. But anyway, here's Jinos' indigo color, and this is a flat 90 trigger. We're also going to be changing it from the original one, which is just a boring curved one that's also not ergonomic as well. So we are going to be boosting the ergonomics of this gun by a lot just by doing these simple 3D prints. So I have my trusted sight here that's also a laser, and I printed a very tall riser for it. And the reason for that is because I have a face visor as well as glasses, and I have my face mask too. So I need a lot of clearance at the top of my gun. Yeah, it's a little bit worse for the zeroing, but it's actually going to make it a lot better because I can use my face shield. We're finally there. The largest ergonomic difference in this gun is going to be the grip in the front. But which one am I going to put? Comment down below. Okay, fine, I didn't give you enough time. Just take a mental guess right now because it's going to be this one right here. And it's actually going to be very easy to put on because I don't have the hardware for it. But it does slide on really nice and actually stay tight enough for me to go around and LARP in the house. But after all this, the gun is looking kind of compact. I want something a little longer because our ergo is in its place now. Let's get some of our performance up now. By performance, I mean the longest barrel I could find from something that I could salvage in my garage. This barrel is long as heck. So this is going to be sticking out about this much, and that's not very cool. So what do we have for that in its place? You might have guessed absolutely correctly, the brand new PBS4 suppressor, PBS1 suppressor that I have been teasing at for a little while now. So we're going to be slapping this baby on here, and I'm going to be showing you something really cool that this does and the old one didn't. So to start off, this new design is actually a two-piece design. It being two-piece means that I could print it in two pieces, which means that I could print just one side at a time, two pieces. The best part about that is that if I don't like the design, I don't have to continue printing the other half. So this, for example, fits almost perfectly through this hole, which means that this is going to be very stable. Now the back here, you can see it's a negative 14mm thread, but in the front, it's actually just a 9 or 10mm hold seat. So this thing stays in there very nice, barely any play. But then when we combo it with the front also has the same thickness. So regardless if your barrel comes out only this much, and you have this much extra, it's still going to shoot through the barrel perfectly. You don't need an exact sized barrel. And I'm going to show you guys that right now. So we're going to be putting this on now, and it's not going to be a tightening motion. It's actually going to be a loosening motion because it's a negative thread. and you just gotta be very careful because you can only mess up once with 3D printer threads. But luckily I haven't had any problems, even with my really old one that I've been using for about 2-3 years. So, damn, this looks good. This looks freaking awesome. Damn. This is gonna... Let's do a quick recap on everything that I've put on this gun so far. This magwell adapter, first of all, which actually I have felt it helping me. Second of all, this mag release, which just makes it larger, so even if I'm not that close, it's still right here. Next, this Raptor charging handle right here, which it's still just a charging handle, but it looks way cooler and is definitely gonna improve your performance. Kind of like owning an expensive skin in CSGO. Next, we have this pistol grip here in the back. This is actually something that's almost no weight difference and provides a very good ergonomics. This riser here will actually let us see our enemies a lot easier and have a better window of looking around instead of just having to have a fixed position here where you're barely able to clear it. Next, we put this Hera Arms grip in front, and this actually is way better than holding this metal, you know, poorly deburred in the wrists in the front. So we got that on there. And finally, the PBS-1 suppressor, which is going to house our longer barrel because longer barrels are better. It's just a physical thing. This is where we're at now, and this I'm really happy with. It does feel heavier. I have to say that. As ergonomic as it is, it does feel heavier. So I could just see me having to mount this for a bit instead of it just being completely raw. It's super hot. I'm sweating, which means the end of the video is here. This is the gun that I will be rocking this April at Hollywood Sports. If anybody wants to join me, let me know down below. I got a small group now. It could get bigger and bigger, and we could have a private event one day. So, what filament did we use on here? Jinos. Why? Because I've been using them forever, and they've never failed me once, and if ever I had any problems or questions, they let me know immediately and helped me out. So, if you guys want to use any of their filament, links to everything is down below, especially their website, which is $3 cheaper than eBay, and it's a flat cost with no extra shipping. Yeah, I can't wrap my thumb around